Right, hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So today we are back again with another Alliance War video. Hopefully everything goes fine and the recording is alright, because I spent pretty much entire day today in front of my desk, my PC, and I pretty much had to redo everything from scratch, install everything from scratch and so on and so forth. So that is a whole lot of messing about. Kind of tested it out, seemed to work fine. Hopefully it does. Right, so we lost the previous war against Kenobi. Basically, that was kind of like the battle for the first place. But New Nation is easily a top 4 alliance. Very, very skilled alliance. I believe they finished third last season, and currently we were in second place. New Nation was in third again, I believe. And this was basically to duke it out for second place in the season. So needless to say, this is again another extremely stressful war. However, I do not have nearly as many fights today as I did against Kenobi. Part of the reason is because, yes, I was unavailable and I kind of like didn't check the game all the time. But part of the reason of it is also different kind of like strategies are being used here. And yeah, let's get to it. So the team that I'm bringing in is White Magneto, Marvel now, largely for the pre-fights, and Human Torch and Warlock. Now my first fight is on Path 4. This is one of the very few times I take Path 4 in Section 1. It's really not often that I do that. I have done it before, but I think it has been quite a while. As you can see, the first node there, we have nothing on it, and the first fight that I'm actually going to end up fighting against is going to be Invisible Woman. It's a steady build of fury and long distance relationships, so it's nothing too tricky. It's basically just to deal with Invisible Woman. Obviously, since this is as important war, again, like this is still battling it out for like second place rewards, possible still somehow redemption for first. We haven't abandoned all hope, but very, very stressful, very serious war. It's again at the very, very top of the masters bracket. So steady build of fury, just read it again, just to make sure to know what I'm doing. And I could use Warlock for this fight as well, without doubt, but I'm gonna go in with Human Torch. And the reason for it is because obviously once you build up some smolders and temperature, Human Torch can bypass miss, and that's kind of like one of the bigger things there. I will be careful throughout the entire fight to check when she is missing, when she isn't missing. But the main goal here is quite obviously to block all of the special attacks that she throws at me, so I get that energy damage dealt to me and I gain smolders. Now, there will be times when I will be able to get rid of that passive fury from her, but she's gonna have it up substantial amount of time, and that is not the biggest deal, so long as you don't mess up too much. That fury is scary, but it ultimately still doesn't matter too much, especially considering all of the willpower heal that I can get here. You can see that I'm consistently healing from willpower, therefore I feel even more comfortable blocking everything, because all of those debuffs, yeah, just end up topping my health up. At this point I have 4 smolders. I'm able to keep my temperature about 20, so I'm not particularly worried about missing anymore. And yeah, slowly but surely we are getting her down as well. Obviously that force field that she has lets her take a lot more damage, especially with me slow playing as much as I am. But now 7 smolders in, she's pretty much melting away. I'm not worried at all here. We can see that all that force field just disappeared immediately. I do a 3-hit combo, take another hit in a block just to get my temperature up, additional smolder. And yeah, she's melting away. Might not be the quickest fight, the simplest. Well, it was simple, it just wasn't too quick, to be honest. But yeah, one textbook, absolutely nothing to complain there. And that was it for my contribution for section 1. I do not take this Nick Fury, we had different matchup for it. And I was watching Enzo's stream as I was recording this. Now this is already next morning. We can see that we have 100 exploration and basically both alliances are neck and neck. There's one death difference. This war, we were lucky that we didn't give away any silly deaths early. We just died once in the first 108 nodes, and they had 2 deaths. But it's needless to say, situations like this, once again, 1 death can be enough. I moved into position, but then I got given orders to stay halt, because my battle group leaders basically were coming up with a different strategy, and we ended up actually taking the final boss linked with one of the links active, just so we wouldn't have to deal with stubborn or protector, whatever defensive tactic it was on one of the fights there. So that also kind of meant that I can chill for quite a while in the war up until it's like nearly over. Again, I was pondering what boost I'm gonna put on, double checked whether I'm recording, then go in there and attack White Mummy's Darkhawk. Now, White Mummy is a great friend of the channel. I know several guys in New Nation, and they have helped me a lot, and I like a ton of them, and they're very, very cool guys. New Nation, yeah, I like that alliance a lot. I think they are very cool and skilled, obviously, as well. And if I wouldn't be in ASR, New Nation's probably the alliance that I would want to be in overall. Either way, now I'm going to be bringing in this Human Torch against the Darkhawk, and obviously Darkhawk's level 1 is like 4 hits, all energy damage, and that immediately in 2 level 1s gives me 8 smolders. I'm taking it all on block, baiting out level 1s exclusively, never knocking him down, just doing 3-hit combos, medium, light, medium, so I can apply maximum amount of incinerates, and we can see that just absolutely melted here. Very simple, straightforward fight here. Didn't have too much to stress about. Human Torch absolutely destroyed it. Right, now next fight's a bit more dodgy, and it's kind of like first times placement that I see there, because I take path 1 in section 2 quite frequently. I'd say probably like 7 out of 10 wars, if not 8 out of 10 wars, I end up on path 1 in section 2. And this guy's annoying. Now, he has gotten somewhat easier now that you know how to play around him. You know that he's going to shrug off your parries, except if we are using Magneto's pre-fight, the passive, so he can't shrug it off. So this fight, as a result, is going to be extremely, extremely simple for me. I'm just literally going to parry heavy my way to victory here, and he can't shrug anything off, and it's very simple. And he only shrugs off non-damaging debuffs, so bleed debuffs obviously are damaging ones, so he doesn't shrug them off. He can't shrug off my parries. Buffet node is completely nullified by Warlock, and we can see that 45 seconds in the fight, 13 heavy attacks later, 14th heavy attack is the one that finishes the fight. And again, fairly straightforward, fairly simple fight, and this was very well easy alliance war, I'd say, compared to the last one. Last one was a lot more stressful, even though both of these wars are still extremely close. I will show the results at the end, but you guys must know that still it was extremely close till the very, very end. And now this last fight, we have that Limber, what is it, Brute Force, I believe, and whatever else you have there, MCOC there. So I'm gonna give my Human Torch a little bit of a health potion, not the big one, just the 6,000 health potion. And I'm gonna activate White Magneto pre-fight ability. I could use White Magneto here as well, because obviously MCOC is metal, and I'm actually thinking perhaps taking him rank 3. The only reason I didn't use him in actual fights this war is because I had 2 rank 3 champions, and White Magneto was rank 2. Now, rank 2 is perfectly viable to be used on Alliance War offense, but I was just thinking to myself, why would I really want to use rank 2 if I have rank 3s that can do the job, and the pre-fights are super helpful. But if I were to take him to rank 3, then I'd probably end up using him more on Alliance War, because then I'd actually be able to use him against metal champions and use his pre-fights as and when needed. But here, since I am bypassing the Limber node, I have pretty much nothing to worry about. There is no global node active as the boss is down, and I'm only throwing heavy attacks, so I don't have to worry about MODOK's auto block. And whenever he drops a level 1, I take it in the block on purpose just to gain some more smolders. So here we can see that I have 6 smolders active. I need to bait out that level 1, 9 smolders. We can drop another heavy attack, and he shoots level 1 immediately, 12 smolders, but he's nearly dead there. And this was actually the final fight for our alliance. This was the fight number 150. As we can see, again, the boss was cleared previously. And this is the final score here, basically. So I took a screenshot there already, but here is the final score. So 150, both teams cleared. New Nation died 3 times, which is still an incredible low amount of times to die. And we actually cleared the entire map with a single death. It wasn't in our BG, so I believe this is the 3rd time BG2 in ASR finishes a war deathless. And I believe in last 5 wars total, we have died like twice. So that's kind of cool. I like that. And yeah, definitely well fought war to New Nation. I do wish them the best of luck for the remainder of the season. I believe we have 3 wars left. I hope they do make it in top 3 as well. And obviously ASR is kind of honing in on that 2nd spot right now. If we get a rematch with Kenobi, then there is a chance we can still make it 1st. But short of that or Kenobi losing, it looks like top 2 is as high as we can hope if we win the remainder of the wars. But either way, as I said, quite short war today. I still hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, hit that sub button. Also tell me, how do you guys like the new setup, new layout, new colors, and all the other stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys soon. See ya.